Hello, and welcome to Doris's Golf Club. I have lots to tell you this morning. The first thing is a very exciting announcement. If you're watching, you can see right now because I started talking. We have a wonderful co-host joining us today in the Golf Club, and this is Greta Goyangi. If you listen to Fairway Fates, you have definitely heard me talk about precious little Greta Goyangi. Greta. You might even be able to hear her purr if she comes close enough to the mic. So Greta is my little cat. Here she is. I'm trying to get her in the video. And anytime I start talking, she's kind of attacking. But anytime I start talking, she likes to come up and start being sweet and curling up. So she is my co-host today. I'm so glad that she joined and that you all watching get to see her. So really special announcement right off the bat. Then I apologize for not posting this last night like I had initially said, because I wanted to get out this just quick message about how to post hero messages for the AIG Women's Open. And I wanted everyone to have plenty of time to get those uploaded themselves. And I actually spent quite a long time in trying to create one. And then when I did have one that I really liked or liked enough, then I found out that the process was not exactly what I expected. So it took me longer last night to post everything on the Hero Message site, on the AIG Women's website for the Hero Message than I expected. And so I didn't end up recording this podcast last night and posting it, as you all know. But I wanted to give you the most accurate information about this. And I think it's a really good thing that I did go through all this so that I can give you very specific information about how to actually get these hero messages posted, and some information about if you are interested in seeing what other people have done. I've found out kind of the way to look at other people's messages. It's interesting. It's not the most user-friendly site as far as seeing what other people have posted. And it's really not hard to post a message. It's just, again, not quite all the options that I thought there were going to be. So let me get into this. Basically, if you go to just AIG Women's Open, AIG Women's Open. If you go to the website, it will pop up. And I had gone on my computer, and you can go there, but it's best to go on your smartphone. It recommends that if you're going to post a message, to do it from your smartphone. And it probably is because of this next step. I ended up downloading the AIG Women's Open app because I'm actually going to be at the tournament, as you all know. So I had downloaded the app anyway, and you can do a hero message from the app as well. Again, it doesn't seem to be any different as far as format from the app or the website from your phone. So you don't have to download the app if you want to do it. Go to AIGWomen'sOpen.com. And just on their basic website, you can see, and up in the upper right, the top right, are those three little lines. Click on those for your drop-down menu. And down toward the bottom, it says Hero Messages. Click on Hero Messages, and then it has this page, Hero Messages. Even champions need champions. Hero messages. Submit a hero message to your favorite player. And then it explains, send a hero message to your favorite player and let them know you're cheering them on at Royal Porthcawl. Your words could appear on the big screens across the championship and will even reach the players themselves, which is really cool. I really think this is such a fantastic idea, and I love that they're doing this. So please, please, please send a message. And then they'd say, and this is very true, It's a rare chance to connect with the world's best golfers in a meaningful way. And for players, these messages are a powerful reminder of how much their performances inspire fans around the globe. I think I had told you in one of the last podcasts about how several of the players, like Charlie Hull and Georgia Hall, and I think Lydia Ko, several of the players had quotes about these hero messages, and they had talked about how sometimes it's easy for them to forget if a fan is not right there on the course. They don't really know who's back at home, wherever home is around the world, watching them, looking at their social media, following them however they're following them. It's kind of hard for them to remember at times that they have so many fans rooting them on. And so, really, this hero message is such a great idea for you to directly be able to tell that player how much you like watching them. Whatever it is, if you really like their fashion, if you really like the way that they are just intense players and just go get it, or if you really like just their fun attitude on the course and you really like watching them, or you love their social media, you love what they're bringing, the joy that they're bringing to others, whatever it is about that player that you enjoy, put it in a hero message. Make it meaningful, whatever it might be. Anything to let them know that you are enjoying them. I think it would be fantastic for them to be able to see this. Okay. And then top tip, we recommend using your smartphone to submit your message for the best user experience. And then it has a few extra drop downs: how to submit, message ideas, frequently asked questions. What do you need to do? It says you don't need a film crew. You just need your phone. Follow these steps to submit your message today. 1. Click the button below to open the Hero Message portal. 2. Select which country your favorite player is from. 3. Select which player you'd like to send a message to. 4. Choose the type of message you want to send, video or photo. 5. Capture your message and click Submit. And 6. Stick around to receive your 15% discount code to use on the R&A shop, which I thought was a fun little gift to anyone who submits. And so then it goes down looking for inspiration. Here's some inspiration to get you started on the types of messages you can submit. A selfie video wishing your favorite player good luck. 2, submitting a photo with your favorite player with a caption. 3, submit a photo of a poster you or your family and friends have made cheering your hero on. And then it goes down to frequently asked questions. So I think when I had been looking and planning ahead of time, what I had missed about this or had misunderstood about this, when it said there in that list of 3 things for inspiration, 2, submitting a photo with your favorite player with a caption, I thought, oh, okay, this is a great starting point for me because I do have some really fun photos of me with certain players at Erin Hills. And then I do have, of course, back to my major faux pas with Megan King at the Chevron Championship. I have photos with her and of her signing my ball. She was so kind. Anyway, so I thought, oh, this is great. That's at least a starting point. It's so hard for me to pick who my favorite player is. I have way too many. And so I thought, well, I'll just go back to some of those photos that I have had with players and I'll get those and I'll put some fun captions. I'll do some fun stuff and then I'll post those. And it'll be very personal because it will be me showing that they personally have had an impact on me. I've really enjoyed them and that interaction that I have had with them. So that is what I spent a lot of time working on because, as you all know, I am not the most, I don't want to say tech savvy because I've kept up with a lot of tech. It's social media savvy. I'm not very social media savvy and I am learning on the fly, but I'm still very, very slow. I have to look up a lot of things and how to do things. But for my social media stuff currently, I'm using Canva. And so I was in Canva, which I really love. And I'll talk more about Canva later. But I was in the Canva app and doing really fun things with some photos with Mao. I decided getting some things because my sister-in-law and I were waiting for her signature after she won the Chevron Championship. And so I was doing some really fun things. I had looked up some Japanese phrases like we had done at the Chevron Championship to say congratulations, omedetou. And so I was doing all this stuff, had a really cute little card that I was then going to post as a hero message. So I had it all ready and I was going to upload it to submit it. And I went to submit message. Once you click on submit message, it's this great page that just has all of the different countries' flags and the country names: Australia, Austria, Belgium, Canada. So I went down, I was going to Japan, it loads, and then it has every player from that country who is currently in the AIG Women's Open. And so then it has their name and their picture. And so then you can scroll down if you click on Mao. And then the two options are take a photo or record video. Like, well, I don't want to do either of those. I want to just upload this really cute little card that I had, or this little page that I had put together. And so I thought, well, maybe take a photo and I can upload it. I don't know. So I put take a photo. And it's like it wants to access your camera. Oh, I don't want that, but I allowed it. And then it's the selfie. It's turning back to me and it's like, I don't want a selfie. This is horrible. So I'm exiting out and then it just goes back to the player page. So that's where I got stuck. That's where I got stuck last night. So I ended up doing all kinds of things. There is this one other little box down in the right corner below take photo, record video, and there's this little box. So I pressed on that little box, and then it has two buttons up there that says my posts and all posts. And under all posts, under Mao, it doesn't have anything. So I thought, well, this is weird. Has anyone posted anything? Are things just not uploaded yet? What's going on? Because, I mean, Mao, she won a major championship this year. I assume that people would have sent her hero messages. I don't know. So then I exited out and I started looking under other players. And sure enough, other players have some hero messages, but you all, there are not many. There are not many hero messages out there. And I am not pleased about this. This is a great idea. I want people to be doing this. Now I feel like I need to do this for so many players because I feel like they need to all have hero messages. I feel like everyone should have at least one. I don't know. I know so many, or I feel like I know so many of these women. I know things about them. I have watched them now in many tournaments. I have gone to 2 tournaments in person. I have seen many of these women play. I really like these people. They're good athletes. They're out there doing amazing things. And I feel like they need words of encouragement, or maybe not even encouragement, sometimes encouragement, but again, they need to know that people are watching and interested and excited and really enjoying watching them play and are interested in the sport. So I was pretty horrified that there were not hero messages on all of these women's pages. Okay, so then I thought, well, maybe they just aren't posted on anyone. So I figured, well, this is in the UK. So if anyone is going to have them, I'm going to look at the English players. So I went to England, and the first one that I saw here that I thought, okay, Charlie Hull. does Charlie Hull have any? And so I clicked on her. So I went to England and then clicked on Charlie Hull. And so then again, when you click on her, it says take photo, record video, or down on the far right, it has that, it's this little box with the plus sign. You click on that and up pops, what, 6, 7 posts right away. So yes, there are posts for some players. And so on hers, okay, let me tell you, there are 5 posts that are just words, just typed words. And then 2 posts there are videos. And so, oh man, I'm even more confused now because the typed words, I don't know how people are doing this. Because if you can only take a video or you can only take a photo, how are they getting these messages? For example, the first one that I popped up, and it just looks like this. And it's a dark blue, a kind of a royal blue background, just solid blue, and white font. And it just says, "You can do this, Charlie. Show him who's the boss. Good luck." And then it says dash Colin Sweet. That's it. No graphics, no nothing. It's just typed on a blue background. Okay. So, and then here is one kind of on a peachy background with blue, dark blue font. "This is your time. You can win this, Charles. Have fun and good luck." And then a plus sign emoji. I mean, a thumbs up sign emoji. And then it says dash Ron Blumen. And that's it. I'm like, okay. So somehow people are uploading these messages without taking a photo of themselves or their surroundings. This isn't like a written poster or anything. So here's what I ended up doing, you guys. I decided I had a picture just one-on-one with me and Rio Takeda at the US Women's Open. And it was kind of a series of pictures. It's me seeing her as she's coming down, and then she comes over and she gets a picture with me. It's such a lovely picture. She was so sweet. And then it's me being excited, of course. And so it's 3 pictures that I put together. Again, I did this little thing in Canva. And so it's these little kind of circle things. So I did a little montage of these 3 little pictures with a fun kind of background. And then I said, let's see. And I honestly, I don't know if anyone else can see this, because when I posted it, it just now shows in my posts and it doesn't show up in all posts. So you all will have to tell me if it actually shows up for you all, because I can't tell. So then I did some cute little heart graphics, and then I said in very bold font, I said, "Go Rio!" exclamation point. Then down at the bottom, I have heart Doris. And that's it. And I feel like it's cute. I feel like it's personal. And so then what I did is I went to take photo, and I took a picture of this created little Canva thing on my computer screen. And that is what I uploaded. And I think it's very cute. It shows up nicely. I think you can read it all very well because, again, everything I did was very big. Like, Go Rio is huge. And then it has the pictures, and you can see the pictures, and they're clearly personal. And that's it. I kept it simple. It's vibrant. I don't know. But then I submitted it. It was very easy to do. I mean, you just hit submit and there it goes. But like I said, now all I can see it under when I go to Rio. So again, under Japan, she's Japanese. And then I go to Rio Takeda. It shows up under my posts, but it doesn't show up under all posts for Rio. So I don't know, like I said, if anyone else can see it. you all will have to let me know. By the way, I do have my email address now up and running, dorisgolfclub@gmail.com. Feel free to email me. Let me know if you can see my hero message. I hope so, because now that I know that that's just what I'm going to do, I'm going to hope that that works, because now I know I can just put together those things real quick in Canva, just little pages of cute little graphics, my personalized pictures that I have with different players, and just quick little messages. And some of them, I might do more personalized. And for certain players who I really do like and I don't have pictures with them, I'll just do some little message and root them on. But I really want to get a lot of these out there, and I think that's how I'm going to do it. I personally, I think it's a lot for me to record video messages. I don't know. You can actually keep doing these throughout the tournament, and they'll be posting them. I did like that idea too. You can be continuing to send messages, and they will be posting new ones throughout, which is great. I don't know how much time I will have, but I hope you all listening will be posting them, especially if you see a player during the tournament, maybe that you didn't know about, or one that you fall in love with, or one that has a really spectacular day, or is really getting up there and you want to encourage. Send a hero message. Send a hero message during the tournament, and really encourage them, or let them know how much you loved their outfit on day 1. Looking forward to seeing what they're wearing on day 2. Whatever. I mean, it's so much fun. So anyway, that's the hero message. I'm going to post a little thing on Instagram and let you all know. Again, please, please, please do your hero messages. It was fun overall to do it. Now that I have kind of figured it out, I'm going to be doing more, and it should be faster. And anyway, I really like this idea. I don't know how much AIG Women's Open is getting the message out there, but if you hear this, if you know someone who would like to do a hero message or has a favorite player, please let them know and encourage them to send a hero message. And I think that's about it for today. I'm just kind of getting my packing list all ready for leaving this next week, and actually in just a few days, for the Women's Open. Well, like I said, I'll be doing kind of a deep dive about the tournament and the the golf course itself and the entrant list, and more about what's going on with that. I'll have that posted on Monday, because I will be leaving on Tuesday morning to then arrive on Wednesday morning. And I'm so excited. I've never been to a tournament's practice day yet. I'll get to be going to the practice day on Wednesday, and I'm really excited to see that. I've heard that practice days are a lot more casual, obviously, because they're not officially in the tournament. And I've heard that people, the players, are just more relaxed, more chatty. You get to, I think, maybe kind of get to know them a little bit more as you're watching them. I'm really excited to be going to a practice day. And let's see, what else? Oh, I did hear when I was watching the men's open, one of the women, one of the Brits who was announcing or commentating one of the days when it was pouring rain in Ireland, she was saying that she expected the weather to be very similar in Porthcawl for the women's open. And for some reason, I think I had looked at the weather maybe a month ago, or yeah, maybe a month ago. And I had just kind of looked at, in general, what the weather should be like in Wales, in July or end of July. And I was like, oh, this doesn't look bad at all. It should be fine. And when she said that, all of a sudden I thought, oh my goodness, I haven't really thought about it raining and being nasty, and me standing out there and actually wanting to be at a tournament, watching a tournament, like, not just leaving, not having a ton of coverage, or maybe any as I'm standing watching an event and it potentially pouring down rain. And so I then downloaded or added Royal Porthcall or Porthcall to my to my weather app, and I started looking. It was not quite 10 days out at that point, but I was seeing, oh, okay, so looks like rain many of the days and then lots of wind. And so the real temperature is whatever, but then the feel of the temperature because of the wind and rain is a lot colder. And so anyway, all of a sudden I thought, hmm, okay, my packing plans may change dramatically. So I have been looking for some comfortable rain boots and a rain jacket that has a hood. I don't necessarily care so much about warmth because I think I'll have other layers, but I don't know, maybe that's a mistake. But I also don't want something huge and bulky that I have to carry around all day if it's not raining all day. Anyway, I've been thinking through all of this stuff. I think I have a pretty good plan. I bought a somewhat small, but I think good umbrella. So if I am standing around in the rain, I should have that, a fairly decent umbrella. It claims that it will not flip inside out with wind, which I think is important, but I'm hopeful. Hopeful, a little skeptical, but hopeful. So I think if I had that and then my good rain boots so that my feet aren't soaked. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. It will be an adventure regardless. So I'll be prepared, I guess, for all kinds of weather, but again, I don't want to be lugging around a ton. Oh, I just can't wait to talk with you all about all of this stuff. And like I said, I'll do more. I didn't plan to talk about all this today, but I was looking at the website, and this is so much fun. So every tournament, as you know, every tournament is different with their rules, and you have to look up each tournament to see because the chair rules are different, what kind of chair you can bring in, if you can bring in a chair, the rules on even if you can bring in a water bottle at all, um, if you can have a camera, if you can even have your cell phone, if you can take pictures with your cell phone, if you can take video. Everything is different. Everything is different for every tournament. This tournament is fascinating. I love it. I don't know if this is the same with Evian. I don't think Evian was as explicit. I don't know if this is kind of a European thing. I don't know. They allow, how did they say it? I need to look up the exact phrase, but they said it was maybe bags and small rucksacks. Because I had seen at the men's open, I saw people with backpacks, like, not huge backpacks, but just kind of a standard backpack, not clear, not a clear backpack. And I thought, what in the world? Okay, so I guess are they people who are working the tournament or are these just spectators? They looked like spectators. And so the women's open too. So they'll allow a small backpack. Then I wondered, okay, what's small? And then I think they had said something about like it can't be as large as what you would bring, basically like a carry-on luggage, or it can't be larger than carry. It was something like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to bring my carry-on luggage, but a small backpack is great. Then you can bring a water bottle. So a refillable water bottle, which is fantastic. Everywhere else we've had to buy water, and water is expensive. Oh, maybe at the US Open, maybe we didn't have to buy water there. Maybe they did have the nice stations, the hydration stations where we could fill up a water bottle. Okay. But Chevron, definitely we had to buy water and it was expensive. Then at the Open, they allow you to bring your own food. You can bring your own food in. I I'm I was just speechless, clearly. I'm shocked because I feel like that's how so many of these places, especially in America, they make their money. They charge crazy prices and they make a ton of money off of the food, other than, of course, the masters keeping their prices low. But yeah, so you can bring in your own food. And I love it. It also, again, it makes sense because at the men's open and then at the Scottish Open too, when I was watching, people were just spectators were just whipping out like sandwiches. It looked like sandwiches they had made at home. And there was discussion at the Scottish Open. The commentators were talking about, oh, is that a tuna sandwich, or a ham and cheese? And I thought, what? Oh, okay. So you can just bring in the sandwich that you've made at home. I just love it. So if the weather is nice, I will hopefully be able to kind of sit on the grass and Greta Goyangi may be hitting the mic here. I apologize if you're hearing any noises, but hopefully, yep, you're able to see her. Oh, oh, she's checking things out. Oh, Goyangi, Greta. Oh, she's purring so loudly. Oh, yes. I wonder if you can hear any of that purring. Oh, such a good co-host. She's telling me it's time to move on from the sandwiches. Yes, I know. Although she might like a tuna sandwich. I bet she would. I think she would love a tuna sandwich. Would you like a tuna sandwich? Yes. I think you'd love the tuna, as long as it had lots of gravy. She'd lick up all the gravy and leave the tuna. Yes. Okay. All right. Enough about the sandwiches. I just was really excited about the different rules and thrilled that backpacks are allowed because I should be able each day to take some of my different gear and be prepared for potential rain each day. I found some rain boots that are kind of taller rain boots and cinch at the top, which I really like. Hopefully, rain won't get in the top, but they also are floppy enough that they fold up, they kind of roll up pretty small. And so I'll tuck those in my rucksack each day. And then my rain jacket is also, like I said, a really lightweight one, and it stuffs in this little bag. And it's very small. And then the umbrella, like I said, is fairly small. It's not a super tiny one, but it's small enough. So having a nice backpack will be really, really helpful in being able to take those things each day and be prepared for any type of weather. And then I think otherwise I'll just kind of layer my clothes so that I'm prepared if it gets windy and cold or if the sun comes out. Like at the Scottish Open, the sun had come out the first day and it was just beautiful. And people were in shorts and short sleeve shirts, and it was blue sky and hardly any clouds and much warmer than people expected. I will be prepared for all kinds of weather. And okay, well, Greta Goyangi is so helpful here, and I hope everyone is enjoying having her as a co host today. I wish she would turn around and face you all instead of just looking at me. She's pretty hilarious here, though. I hope that if you are all listening here, do just go check out this episode on YouTube or Instagram. I'll definitely put one of these clips on Instagram with her as my co host. Oh dear, there she's starting to look. Goyangi. Goyangi. Greta Goyangi. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. My whole point today was do a hero message. Please, please, please. And if you are social media savvy, do a quick selfie or do a quick little picture, and however you write little things on the picture and do a cute little message to your favorite player. Oh, she sees a bird. Oh, okay. All right. And just send a hero message. Do one real quick. Get it sent to as many players as you want. There is not a limit. And I think it would be fantastic. I want I want all the players to have something, but certainly the players that you know. And if you've been listening to this podcast, if you've listened to Fairway Fates, then by now you should know a lot of players. You should at least know their names. If you don't know what country they're from, just go to lpga.com and they have an athlete directory, and you can just start typing in a name in the search bar of athlete directory, and all of the different athletes will pop up and that specific athlete. So if you know their name or part of their name, just search there, lpga.com athlete directory. In the search bar, you can start searching their name. They'll pop up. If you click on them, it will have everything about them. So it will have their country. So then you can find them then in the AIG Women's Open Hero Message section. Okay. All right. I think that is it for today. I will do a longer podcast on Monday. And then, like I said, I will try to get out as many little bits as I can from the course, or at the end of the day, on as many days as I can while I am at the AIG Women's Open. But thank you for joining me for today. And thanks so much to my co-host, Greta Goyangi. She, I think, has left to go eat some cat food. All right. Until next time, talk to you soon. Bye.